Good evening. I'm Henry Redbird of CV Media News. Trump's second inauguration sparks national debate. Donald Trump was sworn in for his second term as US president, declaring he was saved by God to make America great again. In his inaugural address, he promised a new golden age for America, focusing on reclaiming sovereignty, restoring safety, and rebalancing justice. Trump survived a previous assassination attempt and won re-election against Democrat Kamala Harris. He announced numerous policies to combat political correctness, end illegal migration, and promote a merit-based society with only two genders. Prominent figures, supporters, and political opponents attended the event. Outgoing President Joe Biden offered preemptive pardons to his family against potential future prosecutions. Now, in social media news, TikTok ban temporarily halted by executive order. President Donald Trump has issued an executive order delaying the enforcement of a TikTok ban for 75 days. This pause allows the administration to review national security concerns without abruptly shutting down the app, which boasts over 170 million US users. The Supreme Court had previously upheld a federal law requiring ByteDance, TikTok's China-based parent company, to divest its US operations. While Trump has suggested that the US government or another American entity acquire a 50% stake in TikTok, the executive order introduces legal ambiguities that could lead to challenges, as the president lacks the authority to override a law passed by Congress and upheld by the Supreme Court. This situation may result in complex negotiations and potential legal battles over TikTok's future, especially considering national security concerns and the control of TikTok's algorithm by ByteDance engineers in China. The Chinese government's stance on the potential sale of TikTok may also influence the outcome, creating a significant geopolitical negotiation scenario.
I am Denzel McKenzie, happy to welcome you to CV Media News, Jamaican News. Jamaica expands visa-free travel for select countries. In an effort to further boost tourism, Jamaica has announced plans to streamline its visa policies, expanding visa-free access to include a broader range of countries. This builds upon the existing agreements that already allow citizens from the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and several European nations to visit Jamaica without a visa. The policy updates are designed to attract even more international visitors to Jamaica's world-famous beaches, cultural festivals, and natural attractions, contributing to the island's economic growth. Jamaica initiates process to remove King Charles as head of state. Jamaica has begun steps to become a republic by introducing the Constitution Amendment, Republic Act 2024, aiming to replace the British monarch with a Jamaican president. The bill, presented by Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs Marlene Malahoo Farte, is set for further readings and debate in March 2025, with the goal of enacting it by the next general election. This move reflects Jamaica's pursuit of full independence, following similar actions by other former British colonies. Marcus Garvey receives posthumous pardon from President Biden. Late civil rights leader Marcus Garvey was among 5 individuals granted a posthumous pardon by U.S. President Joe Biden. This decision has been hailed by the Jamaican government as a significant step in rectifying historical injustices against one of the nation's most influential figures. Sports Olympic champion Roje Stona pursues NFL career. Roje Stona, Jamaica's Olympic discus gold medalist from the Paris 2024 Games, is transitioning to American football with aspirations to join the NFL. Standing at 6 feet 7 inches, Stona has participated in rookie camps with the Green Bay Packers and New Orleans Saints. He is part of the International Player Pathways class of 2025, aiming to emulate NFL stars like Aaron Donald and Chris Jones, while maintaining his track and field.
Libyan warlord arrested and expelled by Italy. Libyan warlord Osama Angiem, also known as Osama al-Masri, was arrested by Italian police on a warrant from the International Criminal Court, ICC, but was later expelled from Italy and sent back to Libya when an Italian tribunal refused to approve the arrest. Al-Masri heads the Tripoli branch of a notorious network of detention centers and is associated with numerous atrocities during Libya's civil war. Despite the ICC's arrest warrant and Amnesty International's calls for his extradition, Italy's close ties with Libya and its interests there, including support of the Libyan Coast Guard for migration control, complicated the situation. The release raises concerns about Italy's commitment to international justice and its handling of high-profile criminals implicated in human rights abuses. North Korea circumvents sanctions to acquire nuclear technology. In 2022, North Korea managed to circumvent international sanctions to acquire a vacuum furnace critical for producing uranium fuel used in nuclear warheads. This acquisition involved rerouting the shipment through Mexico, South Africa, and China by falsifying documentation, highlighting the challenges of enforcing sanctions against North Korea. Despite the equipment's dual-use designation and its critical role in nuclear weapons programs, it passed undetected due to weak international oversight. The Institute for Science and International Security reported the incident, stressing the importance of stricter scrutiny, especially in exports to China, given its lax enforcement of UN sanctions amid strained relations with the West. Furthermore, North Korean hackers reportedly stole over $600 million in cryptocurrency in 2023, likely to fund the country's weapons programs. Additionally, North Korean IT workers, often impersonating Japanese citizens, continue to earn foreign currency for the regime, despite UN sanctions mandating their return. These actions underscore ongoing efforts by North Korea to sustain its weapons programs through various illicit means. LGBTQ plus youth crisis, hotline calls, surge post-inauguration. Since the inauguration of Donald Trump's second term as president, LGBTQ plus crisis hotlines have seen a dramatic rise in calls. The Indiana-based nonprofit Rainbow Youth Project reported over 1,400 calls on Inauguration Day alone, with a significant increase in calls noted since November 2024. The surge is linked to fears about the administration's policies, including an executive order restricting gender definition to biological sex assigned at birth and rolling back protections for non-binary individuals. LGBTQ plus advocacy groups, including the Human Rights Campaign, have expressed strong opposition and plan to challenge these measures in court. The Rainbow Youth Project highlighted the urgent need for advocacy and support for LGBTQ plus youth who face bullying, stigmatization, and potential institutional discrimination under the new policies. Teen News founder criticizes social media ban Leo Puglisi. The 17-year-old founder of the Australian teen-run news channel 6 News has criticized new legislation that will ban children under 16 from using social media. Puglisi argues that the ban risks stifling young people's creativity. 6 News, which Puglisi started at age 11, now has nearly 30,000 YouTube subscribers and substantial followings on other platforms. The new laws, set to be enforced in late 2025, aim to address concerns about social media's impact on young people's mental health by imposing fines on companies that do not restrict under 16 access. Critics argue the ban may isolate children from valuable online communities. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese supports the ban, citing it as necessary to protect young Australians from social media's harmful effects. And I'm Nika Lewis of CV Media News. Thanks for watching, and remember, your focus determines your reality.